Hey all the future assistant professors, welcome back to English for English by Pooja Singh. Today we are going to solve 50 most repeated PYQs from romantic age, and that too of 15 years from 2010 to 2025. So let's get started. The very first and famous romantic poet will start with William Wordsworth. So, who is known as the poet of nature? Coleridge, Shelley, Wordsworth, or Byron? It is William Wordsworth, and this question has been asked in 2011, 2014, 2019, and 2023. And also, central theme of his poetry is always nature. If you see William Wordsworth, you will find nature, you will find river, you will find emotion, everything around the nature. So make sure whenever you are doing Wordsworth, make sure you focus on this central theme of poetry is nature. Question number second. Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings appears in Biographia Literaria, Preface to Lyrical Ballads, Defense of Poetry, or Culture and Anarchy. It is Preface to Lyrical Ballads, and this question is most important. Why? Because this has been asked in 2012, 16, 20, 24, and this lyrical ballads was the romantic manifesto. So make sure you read this in detail because it is very, 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 very important. Okay, so if you haven't read Preface to Lyrical Ballads, make sure you go and read that. Question number 3. In which year was Lyrical Ballads was first published? पहले कब publish हुआ था? So it was in 1798. Now in the comment section you will be writing all the revised edition कब हुआ था और किस किस चीज में क्या एंट्री हुआ था. Do let me know in the comment section so that you will get revised. So, and this has been asked in 10, 12, 18 and 21. So collaboration, it was a collaboration of Wordsworth and Coleridge. So again it is very important. Question number 4. Which poem begins with the child is the father of the man? Tintoretto, Ode in Intimations of Immorality, My Heart Leaps Up, and the Prelude. The right answer is My Heart Leaps, and this has been asked in 2011, 15 and 19. In this, Wordsworth talks about the idea of continuity of life, and again this is very famous poem. If you haven't read that, please go and read that because a lot of time passage also comes from these extracts. Now question number 5. Wordsworth long autobiographical poem is what? Wordsworth long autobiographical poem is The Recluse, The Excursion, The Prelude, or The Mikhail. Again it is the Prelude. It has been asked in 2013, 17, 22. Growth of a poet's mind. In this, a growth of poet's mind has been defined. Now we'll be talking about Samuel Coleridge. Kubla Khan was written by Byron, Coleridge and Shelley. Now you might have been saying कि ये कितना easy question है, but it was before 2025 and this was like in the match of the following or like that. Earlier the people was not having chat GPT, right? उनके पास chat GPT नहीं था, बहुत limited scope था पढ़ने का. That is why to the point question used to ask. But अब क्या हो गया है? There are a lot of websites, there are a lot of books, there are a lot of Google material, a lot of over flooded of material. That is why they are asking to the depth and analytical questions. So Kubla Khan was written by Coleridge, and this has been asked in 2010, 17, 23, 25. And in this Kubla Khan, if you talk about it, is a dream sequence, and it talk about the dream fragmented, published in 1816. Now question number 7. Which poem is a conversation poem? Conversation means when two people are talking, two people are having conversation. So is it Christabel, Frost at Midnight, Kubla Khan, The Rime of Ancient Mariner? Which one? So it is a Frost at Midnight. Frost at Midnight has been asked in 2012, 16, 18, and in this the poet has talked about the personal and the philosophical tone. Again it is very important. Now question number 8. Which romantic poet is most influenced by German philosophy? जर्मन फिलोसफी से कौन बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस्ड हुआ था? वॉज इट वर्ड्सवर्थ, कोलरिज, किट्स और बायरन? सो अगेन इट इज़ कोलरिज. Okay, Coleridge, and this question has been asked in 2014, 18, 2023. Coleridge read Kant and Schelling, means he was influenced by these all people and they were like German people. Question number 9. The willing suspension of disbelief is a concept by, again it is a very important concept in criticism, make sure you learn it. It is by Coleridge. And make sure whenever you are looking through the options, Wordsworth, Byron, Coleridge and Handel, make sure you know them well. You know them well, all the three other options, you know them well, and then you study whether you know Byron, whether you know Wordsworth, whether you know Arnold, and make sure you read all the poems, make sure you know the famous work. And this is how, if you will study, then only it is possible that you are well aware of the options that might be asked in UGC NET. So again, it is written by Coleridge, and if you talk about the years that have been appeared, 2011, 15, 2021, basis of enjoying imaginative literature. So make sure you know these are the very important questions. Make sure you know this. Okay. Now question number 10. Which Coleridge work of Coleridge is a critical prose? Critical prose kya hai? So you should be knowing what poetry means, what is a prose means, what is a novel means, what is an epistolary novel means, what is Bildungsroman means. So there are so many things that you should be knowing. These are the important points. What is narrative, what is meta narrative, what is protagonist. So you make sure you are well aware of it. Okay. So what is a critical prose of Coleridge? It is Biographia Literaria. Okay. And this has been asked in 2010, 2020, 2013 and 2019. It is a landmark in English criticism. So make sure you have read this. If you haven't read, please go and read Biography Literaria. If you haven't read, you can go and watch my literary criticism playlist. You will find there. I have started with Roman critics, Greek, and I have ended with the modern critics. So if you haven't watched that, go and watch that. That will give you entire list of criticism. Okay. Now we'll be talking about Byron, Lord Byron. Who created the Byronic hero? Wordsworth, Byron, Shelley, Keats. It was Byron. And this question has been asked in 2012, 16, 2020. And it was proud, rebellious, passionate figure. So make sure you know who Byron was, what was his, what did he achieved, what was his position in the English literature, and why was he famous. Okay. Now question number 12. Which poem begins with "She walks in beauty like the night"? So you can pause the video and you can give the answers. Okay. So it is in the "She walks in the beauty like the night." The poem begins with the "She walks in beauty." Very easy one. 2011, 17, 23, and it celebrates the inner and outer beauty. And what I feel that outer appearance might fade away. Obviously it is going to fade away, but what matters is your behavior and how you think of others, and that what makes a people or a person beautiful. What are your views? Do let me know in the comment section. How do you define beauty? Is it the inner beauty or the outer beauty? Okay. Next question. Which unfinished epic satire is Byron's masterpiece? So कौन सा ऐसा जो अनफिनिश्ड एपिक है वो बायरन का मास्टरपीस कंसिडर किया जाता है? मैनफ्रेड, द कॉर्शियर, डॉन जुआन और लारा? It is the Don Juan. It has been asked in 13, 15, 18, 20, 22. It is satirical and modern epic. Now, can you see we have solved like question 13, and can you see the repetition? The people who say that PYQ are not repeated, please see this video and you will be knowing that PYQ themes are repeated, PYQ patterns are being repeated. So if you are missing out on PYQ, it is very important that you look through it, and it is very important. Okay. Now, question number 14. Mad, bad, dangerous to know refers to. Who has said this? Byron, Shelley, Keats, Blake. It is Byron. Okay. So this has been asked in 2014, 19. Lord Caroline Lamb's remarks. It was given by the Lady Caroline. Okay. Now, Byron's child Harlot's pilgrimage is written in. किस में लिखा हुआ है? Blank verse. This is very important. Make sure you know all of it. It is very important. Make sure you know all of it. Okay, and I'll make a detailed video on it because now I have to solve 50 questions. I cannot explain each and everything, but I will tell you. It is Spencerian stanza. Okay, it has been asked in 2010, 16, 21. Romantic travel poem. Now we talk about the most celebrated poet, P.B. Shelley. So now, poets are the unacknowledged legislator of the world. It's from Preface to Lyrical Ballads, Biographia Literaria, Defense of Poetry, or Preface to Poems. It is from the Defense of Poetry 2013, 16, 20, 24. Shelley's Defense of Poetry. Now question number 17. Ode to the West Wind ends with. It ends with which one? Beauty is truth, truth is beauty. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? The correct answer is if winter comes, can spring be far behind? So it says, it shows the hope, the hoping nature, symbol of hope and revolution, and it has been asked in 2011, 15 and 2019. Now we move to question number 18. Who wrote Prometheus Unbound? And this has been asked in your January 2025 also. So it was written by Shelley, and it has been asked in 12, 18, 2022. So it is a lyric drama written in 1820. So again, these are very important things that you might be knowing. Question number 19. Which elegy mourns Keats? तो क्या होगा इसमें? The options are Adonisis, Lucidus, In Memoriam, Thyrsis. It is Adonisis. Okay, and now this has been asked in 2010, 14, 21. Shelley's. It is a Shelley's tribute to Keats. So again, it is very important and it has asked multiple times in UGC Net. Now question number 20. Queen Mab is written by. It is written by Shelley. Okay, it is written by Shelley. It is a radical political poem 2013, 17, 2023. Now question number 31. A thing of beauty is a joy forever is from which poem? It is from Endymion. So make sure you know all these because it is very important. All the poems are very important. So make sure you read them. And if you haven't watched that most important opening lines video, go and watch that. It is very important. You will get all the important opening line and ending line. So it is from Endymion 2011, 2015, 2018, 2022, and it is an opening line. Now question number 22. Keats' concept of negative capability, again very important term from the literary criticism. It means what? It means the creative imagination, and it has been asked from 2011, 14, 20, 24. So it is like accepting the uncertainty, and that is very important for a poet to write. Okay, now question number 23. Beauty is truth, beauty occurs in which work? So it occurs in Ode to a Grecian Urn, and this has been asked in 2010, 16, 21. Central romantic aesthetic. Now Gen Zs are talking about aesthetic and everything, but now it has been already talked about in 17th century. Okay, in romantic period. Now question number 24. Keats' unfinished epic on Greek mythology is. So it is Hypermion. It has been asked in 2012, 17, 23 about the Titanomachy. So again, these, can you see how important these questions have been repeated so many times? So make sure you do not miss out on it. Which ode celebrates the season of abundance? Ode to Psyche, Ode to Nightingale, Ode to Autumn, or Ode to Melancholy? It is to Autumn, and this has been asked in 2013, 18, 22, and this is written in 1890. Now we are moving to William Blake. Again, very important poet. Every time you will see his work and his question in UGC Net, he is kind of favorite of it. So the tiger appears in which work? And it is a poetry collection. So it is a Songs of Experience. Okay, it is a Songs of Experience, and it has been asked in 2010, 14 and 19, and it is a symbol of divine terror and energy. That what it says. The tiger, it shows what? It shows the divine terror and the energy. Now the question number 27 is the lamb is from which? It is a poetry collection. Okay, it is a poetry collection. The Song of Experience and Innocence, both are the poetry collection, and these are the poems. The lamb and the tiger is the poems. It is the Songs of Emotion. This has been asked in 11, 15, 21. Symbol of innocence and the purity. Now question number 28. Energy is eternal delight is a line from. Energy एक eternal delight है, and this has been taken from The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, that is written by William Blake, 2012, 16, 2012, and it is a Blake radical vision. So make sure you complete it. Okay. Now question number 29. Blake is often called romantic rebel, mystic visionary, lake poet, or poet laureate. It is mystic visionary. Why? Because his prophetic book shows mysticism. How you are mystery, all the things are related, how the things, supernatural element, all are combined. Okay. So 2013, 17 and 2000. So can you see the repetition? So make sure you have solved PYQ once so that you get the idea what you have to exactly study. Okay. Question number 30. Which Blake work contains proverbs of hell? The Four Joys, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, Jerusalem, and Milton. Which work? It is the Marriage of Heaven and Hell. That is again appeared in 2010, 2018, 2015, 25, and it is aphoristic sayings. Now there are some questions that features the general romantic features. So let's see. Which is not a characteristics of romanticism? क्या characteristics नहीं है romanticism का? Emphasis on reason, love of nature, ये होता था, imagination ज़रूरी है, emotion ज़रूरी है. What was not there? So it is not. Emphasis on reason नहीं होता. Reason हम फिर देखते हैं Victorian age में, ठीक है? So rationalism rejected pure rationalism, ठीक है? Romanticism rejected pure rationalism, and it has been appeared into 11, 16 and 2020. Who called the Wordsworth a worshipper of nature? It is said by Coleridge, 2013, 17, 21, and it in the famous work of Biographia Literaria. Which group is called the Lake Poets? Again, very important. If you haven't studied yet, go and read it. Okay, it was Wordsworth, Coleridge, and Southey. Okay, because they used to live in the Lake District. And can you see 2012, 15, 20, 24 repeatedly they have been asked. So again, read it. Question number 34. Which poet is associated return to nature? Who you can say? So it is about the Wordsworth. Because Wordsworth redefined man and nature bond. He talked about what? He talked about rustic life. He talked about downtrodden people. He talked about that if you're writing a poem or if you're writing a work, that should be written in the ordinary language. It should be in the word of common people. So make sure you, if you are reading it, make sure you, if any question comes in the examination, you make sure that you will be able to complete it. Which romantic critic distinguished fancy and imagination? कौन बोला fancy और imagination में distinguish कौन किया fancy and imagination? It is Coleridge in Biographia Literaria. Then now some questions are romantic prose and criticism. Confessions of an English Opium Eater is by Thomas D. Quincy. It is a autobiographical prose written in 2012, 2016 and 2021. Question number 37. Dream Children, a Reviewer is written by Charles Lamb, and these four names are very important. Make sure you make a note of it and write about them because they are very, very important. Okay. So it is a essayist of romantic era. Charles Lamb was an essayist of romantic era, and it has been asked in 2011, 2017 and 2022. Question number 38. On Going a Journey is an essay by. It is an essay by Hazlitt. Hazlitt personal essay is very famous about his essay. It has been appeared in 2010, 15 and 19. Question number 39. Who wrote Table Talk? It is by William Hazlitt. And it was about an essay on literature and about the politics. William Hazlitt, again, very important one. So make sure you read about him. It has been asked in 2013, 18 and 23. Now question number Question number 40. Who was nicknamed Elia? Elia, it is lamb, because it was the pen name of Elia. Do let me know in the comment section what was the pen name of George Eliot. Okay. Question number 41, and these are from the minor poets and miscellaneous. The season is written by whom? The season is written by Thompson, because he was pre-romantic influence. Question number 42. Christabel is written by, it is written by Coleridge. Everybody knows that. It is a Gothic narrative poem, and it was asked in 2012, 15 and 19. Question number 43. Don Juan is written in which stanza form? It is written in octava rima. Again, these are to be studied. Make sure you go and study it, because these are very, very, very important. Okay. Ottava Rima is written in Italian stanza. It contains 8 lines, and it has been asked in 2011, 14 and 2012. Who is called the poet of sensuousness? Poem of sensuousness is Keats. Okay. And he was the most handsomest person in the romantic age. Okay. So now you can understand the poet of sensuousness. He was the most handsomest person. He made imagery for touch. He made imagery for taste and sight. It's like you are writing something that a reader can feel it, reader can touch it, and that's what the beauty of writing a poetry is. Okay. Question number 45. Manfred is a dramatic poem by Shelley, Keats and Byron. So it's from Byron, and this has been like forced like hero, supernatural elements, and it has been asked in 13, 17, 20, 24. Question number 46. Mutability is a poem by Shelley, Keats, Wordsworth. It is by Shelley, and the theme it talks about the theme of change, and it has been asked in 10, 15 and 19. Question number 47. Which poet wrote Isabella or the Pot of Basil? It is written by Keats, and it was adapted from Boccaccio, and it has been appeared in 2012, 18 and 23. Now question number 48, very famous line, water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. It is from the Rime of the Ancient Mariner, and it is a very famous Coleridge ballad. It has been asked in 11, 14 and 2020. Question number 49. Which romantic poet drowned in 1822? Byron, Keats, Shelley, Keats, Coleridge. It is Shelley. Okay. 2010, 16, 21. Drowned means P.B. Shelley was boating and died in boating accident. Okay. Beauty is truth, truth is beauty. Best represents in romantic irony, romantic aesthetics, politics, realism or irony. It best represents the romantic aesthetic. Romantic Aesthetics 2013, 17, 25 from Keats Ode to a Grecian Urn. So that was our most repeated PYQs of romantic age. I've already covered the British literature. If you haven't watched that, please go and watch that most repeated British literature, most repeated William Shakespeare. Go and watch that, because that might help you in your UGC NET December 2025 examination a lot. And yes, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share with your friend those are preparing for UGC NET, and subscribe for more such UGC NET content, because I'm going to cover all the entire syllabus of English literature. So stay tuned, keep learning, keep shining. Till then, bye bye, take care.